Philippine Coast Guard expressed gratitude to the Japanese government and the Department of Finance for finalizing a 24.5 billion peso loan agreement designated to fund the procurement of 5 capital ships intended for the PCG fleet. This aims to enhance our agency's ability to effectively fulfill our distinct roles in safeguarding and advancing our maritime and archipelagic nation. The Department of Finance and the Japan International Cooperation Agency signed a 24.5 billion loan agreement for the procurement of 597-meter multi-role response vessels manufactured in Japan. To date, the PCG has 2 of the Kunigami-class vessels serving as capital ships, BRP Teresa Magbanua and BRP Melchora Aquino. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. stated that the Philippines will continue to upgrade the capabilities of the Philippine Coast Guard and pursue the modernization of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, amid the tension in the West Philippine Sea. President Marcos reiterated during his keynote address at the Lowy Institute in Melbourne, Australia, that the Philippines shall never surrender even a square inch of its territory and maritime jurisdiction to any country.
And earlier this year, I approved the updated acquisition plan of the Armed Forces of the Philippines called Re-Horizon 3, in line with our comprehensive archipelagic defense concept. Our forces must be able to guarantee, to the fullest extent possible, Filipino nationals, Philippine corporations, and those authorized by the Philippine government, unimpeded and peaceful exploration and exploitation of all natural resources in areas where we have jurisdiction, including and especially our exclusive economic zone, in accordance with international law.
Today's PCG has come a long way. Coast Guard vessels are now regularly involved in resupplying the Philippines' South China Sea bases and frequently perform long-range patrols in the Philippines' maritime zones. Improved maritime domain awareness and patrol capacity have enabled the PCG to conduct a transparency campaign to expose Chinese coercive behavior, solidifying Philippine public opinion and winning sympathy from third-party countries around the world. The PCG's remarkable modernization arises from a convergence of international assistance and domestic prioritization. Soon after the Scarborough crisis, Japan approved a soft loan funding the construction of 10 new vessels for the PCG, more than doubling the fleet when the vessels finally arrived in 2016. Japan is the foremost international backer of PCG modernization, as part of its strategy of strengthening Southeast Asian maritime security agencies to balance China's maritime power. Of the PCG's 25 major vessels, 12 were supplied by Japan. The 10 44-meter multi-role response vessels that the PCG acquired from Japan in 2016 include the BRP Cabra and BRP Sindangan, whose confrontations with the CCG have been broadcast internationally. The United States is another long-standing ally of the PCG. In addition to increased exercises with the U.S., Coast Guard provided training and reached as many as 1,500 PCG personnel in 2019. The United States donated an outboard motor training center to the PCG, and in 2023, it donated a larger training center to help the PCG meet the technical education requirements of its expanding fleet. On May 10, 2024, the United States and PCG's new PHP 54 million vessel maintenance facility was funded by the U.S. government to enable more extensive maintenance support for the PCG's rapidly expanding vessel fleet. Designed by the U.S. Coast Guard based on its vessel support sites, the 400-square-meter structure located at the Cavite Buoy Base in Sangley Point houses a machine shop, welding shop, electrical shop, staff office space, and storage room. The facility's specialized construction provides a wide range of capabilities that enable repairs on all types of vessels regardless of size, function, or country of origin. The United States also regularly collaborates with Japan to conduct joint training for the PCG. Last June, the PCG, JCGG, and USCG performed their first trilateral exercise. Other global partners have also made valuable contributions to the PCG's modernization. In 2017, France sold 5 Coast Guard vessels to the Philippines, partly funded with development assistance. Among these vessels was the PCG's first offshore patrol vessel, which won international recognition for its role in the Philippine response to the COVID-19 pandemic. German assistance thus far includes 2 drones delivered to the PCG in 2022 and an offer to provide more, as the agency works toward its goal of equipping each of its 15 districts with a drone. The Philippine Coast Guard celebrated a significant milestone as they received the cutting-edge hybrid vertical takeoff and landing drone from the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime on July 18, 2023. The handover ceremony took place at the national headquarters, Port Area, Manila, marking a crucial moment in enhancing the country's maritime defense capabilities and ensuring the safety of its coasts and shorelines. Developed by Bridge Services Pte. Limited, this remarkable VTOL drone holds special significance as it is the first hybrid VTOL drone built by Filipinos, exclusively designated for ownership and operation by the Philippine government. Australia has also expressed willingness to supply the PCG with drones.
This includes Australia providing drone equipment, training and other technology to strengthen your Coast Guard's maritime domain awareness and protection capabilities.
Within a decade, the PCG has become a respectable force for Philippine maritime security. However, in the wider regional context, it continues to trail neighboring coast guards in many respects, even as it faces the most acute threat from CCG coercion. While Vietnamese and Chinese maritime agencies have a nearly constant presence throughout the South China Sea, the PCG struggles to maintain an adequate number of patrols. Moreover, the PCG's under-resourced response to an oil spill last year calls attention to evolving domestic security challenges that warrant greater attention. While the PCG's transformation has already engendered tangible payoffs for the Philippines and its partners, those who want the Philippines to contribute to regional maritime stability must remain committed to PCG modernization.